I've got to haul canola today. The yard is a mucky, sloppy mess. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hang on a minute, Jesus. We're gonna run into Altona first thing today with a load of canola, and then when we get back, we're gonna try and load. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, considering the snow's already melting this morning. There's water and muck all over the place. Stay tuned. My blue trailers are in the shop right now for their safety. We're changing a bunch of wheel seals, brakes, and tires, so hopefully get that back soon. In the meantime, I'm going to be running my brother's 386 Peterbilt. It's got a 15-liter Cummins motor, a 13-speed manual transmission, and I'm going to be pulling his white Wilson Super Bee. His truck does have quite a few fewer kilometers on it compared to mine. I find the cab is a lot better shape. It's quieter, it heats better, it's just a little bit nicer ride, but mine, the Jake brake does grab way harder. Otherwise, they're basically sister units. Let's do a quick pre-trip, check the oil, check the coolant, check the lights, check the tires, and then let's get on the road. We're pretty lucky considering we've got good roads the whole way into Altona. Here I am traveling south on Highway 3 towards the Boundary Trails Hospital. At the light, I'm going to turn left onto Manitoba Highway 14 and go east into Winkler. I'm going to pass the co-op truck stop here on the left, which is my favorite place to stop with the big rig. Winkler is starting to have a lot of food options right along the highway that aren't too hard to stop in at with a big rig, so that's kind of nice. They got like KFC, Wendy's, Burger King, Tim Hortons if you're into that. We got lucky. We never had to stop for a red light in town, so that was good. Now we're heading east out of Winkler towards Plum Coulee. This has to be one of the worst stretches I've ever driven for questionable driving decisions. People just, yeah, they're in a hurry, or they're just, yeah, it really makes you wonder what's going through people's heads around here. Rounding the curves past Plum Coulee, still on Highway 14, we're going to pass Horndean, then eventually get to Rosenfeld. There's no train across the highway, so that's a win. Turning right now south onto Manitoba Highway 30 towards Altona. We're going to pass Buffalo Creek Mills along the way. It's on our right hand side, and then we're going to turn right at the John Deere dealership. There's a new Petro-Canada card lock from Centennial Supply, I want to say, and there's also a Sun Valley Tire here, which they're new within the last year. And I mean, talk about a great location. There's like 150 trucks that pass through here every day. I'm gonna head south, pull into Bunge, get in line, and get probed. While we wait in line, we'll get our tarps open, we'll make sure our paperwork is in order, then we'll head to the probe when it's our turn. So at the probe, they're taking a core sample of the load to measure the moisture, dockage, heating, damage, stuff like that. And then we head to the inbound scale. We're a shade light today. We're like 500 kgs light, but it's hard to be exact when you're loading on the farm. Once we're scaled, we head to the unload building. The pit's as long as the truck. Unloading is easy and fast. You're gone in like 5 to 10 minutes. Then we go onto the outbound scale, get an empty weight. Then they just calculate the difference in weight, and that'll be the volume of grain unloaded in the pit. And that's what you get paid for. Now let's head back to the farm and reload. Back at the yard, the bin we're going to try and load from is in a tricky spot. We've got to try and thread the needle between the new and old shop, make the corner around behind the old shop, avoid this fertilizer bin, then squeeze between two more bins. This yard is laid out like this because back in the day, these bins were all set up like this to supply our feed mill that then fed our hog barn. As you can tell, it's been a hot minute since we've run pigs around here. I apologize, the footage is so bad. My GoPro kept dying, but I did kind of mishmash some of the footage together. But yeah, it's tough because it's like, it's a balancing act. You're trying to go fast enough that you don't get stuck, but slow enough that you're still able to steer. Same spot. Ah! Sloppy and wet. Oof. At least I'm empty and not sinking in. Let's get the loader hooked up and pull her. I'm already spun out, and I mean, there's still a little bit of frost. You can see where the truck just cut straight sideways. So I'm gonna go get the tractor. We're gonna try and pull this thing out. That didn't go too bad, but the truck didn't steer wide enough, so the trailers won't clear this fertilizer bin. So now we have to drag it sideways. Hopefully we don't wreck anything. Okay, that went better than expected. Now we managed to get under the auger of our VRX grain vac. Let's fire it up and get loading. This thing hums grain. Alright, so tarp's open. Fire up the old PTO. Alright, give her lots and lots of gas. It is so greasy and muddy. The truck just spins. Worse than just being stuck, it slid straight sideways, and if I didn't do anything, I'll hit this fertilizer bin. Looking at the scuffs in this bin, it wouldn't be the first time it happened, but it's still not something I want to happen. I don't want to wreck my brother's trailers. So we're gonna have to get the loader again to pull everything sideways. Window's a little messy. Baba putting in the tow hook clevis already. Oh man. All right. My name is Al Sid. If you like this video and other farm content, please subscribe to my channel.